Welcome to Living History Channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more videos like this one.
Al Capone rose to power during Prohibition, turning Chicago into a criminal empire built on bootlegging, gambling, and bribery. Feared for his violence, yet admired for his charity, he ruled openly until the government brought him down, not with bullets, but with tax charges. Lucky Luciano reshaped the Mafia into a modern organization. He replaced old vendettas with structure, cooperation, and profit-sharing, creating the commission system. His vision transformed crime into a nationwide business where strategy mattered more than bloodline. Meyer Lansky was the financial architect of organized crime. He mastered gambling, money laundering, and international investments, proving crime could thrive without constant violence. His true power lay in numbers, accounts, and the quiet movement of money across borders. Frank Costello was known as the Prime Minister of the underworld. He favored influence over brutality, building relationships with politicians and power brokers. Costello proved that control could be exercised quietly through conversation rather than confrontation. Vito Genovese was driven by ambition and paranoia. Ruthless and calculating, he fought endlessly for dominance within the Mafia. His reign ended behind bars, undone by narcotics charges that exposed the limits of fear-based power. Carlo Gambino built one of the most powerful crime families by avoiding attention. He valued discipline, patience, and silence. While others sought fame, Gambino focused on longevity, proving that survival was the ultimate measure of success. Albert Anastasia was the embodiment of fear. Closely linked to murder inquiry, he enforced order through assassination. His violent reputation kept enemies silent until he himself was killed, reminding everyone that terror has an expiration date. Joe Bonanno represented old-world mafia traditions. He believed loyalty and blood ties mattered most, but internal rebellion shattered that vision. His disappearance became legend, symbolizing the fading of the Mafia's traditional era. Tommy Lucchese ruled through logistics and labor control. Rather than violence, he focused on unions and transportation networks, embedding crime into daily life. His influence was subtle, making it harder to see and harder to remove. Joe Profaci built power through strict control and relentless demands. His leadership generated wealth, but also resentment, sparking internal revolts. Profaci's story shows how greed can destabilize even the strongest criminal families. Paul Castellano envisioned a corporate-style mafia focused on legitimate fronts. He distanced himself from the street crime, but lost touch with the men who enforced power. His assassination marked the clash between business logic and street loyalty. John Gotti turned the mafia boss into a public figure. Stylish and outspoken, he thrived on attention. But fame invited scrutiny, and witnesses followed. Gotti's downfall proved that visibility is a dangerous weapon. Sam Giancana ruled Chicago with charisma and volatility. His name became tied to rumors of political influence and intelligence secrets. Whether fact or fiction, his legacy lives in the shadows between crime and power. Carlos Marcello dominated organized crime in Louisiana by staying unnoticed. He controlled territory quietly, avoiding publicity. His strength lay in regional monopoly, proving power doesn't need fame to endure. Santo Trafficante Jr. extended mafia influence across Florida and the Caribbean. Casinos and offshore operations defined his empire. He showed how crime adapts globally, following money beyond borders. Bugsy Siegel helped transform Las Vegas from desert outpost into a gambling capital. Visionary and reckless, he blended crime with ambition. His violent death underscored the cost of dreaming too loudly. Dutch Schultz embodied raw brutality. Unpredictable and dangerous, he threatened political order itself. His assassination reflected the mafia's need to eliminate chaos, even when it generated profit. Arnold Rothstein introduced a business logic to crime. From fixing games to high-stakes gambling, he treated risk mathematically. His legacy shaped modern organized crime more than any gunman ever could. Nucky Johnson blurred the line between government and gangland. Running Atlantic City, he proved crime could function as city management. His rules showed corruption doesn't disrupt systems. It can run them smoothly. Tony Accardo survived by staying invisible. Leading Chicago behind the scenes, he avoided attention and lived long. His career proves the most dangerous figures are often the quietest. Salvatore Maranzano tried to crown himself boss of bosses. His vision clashed with a new pragmatic mafia order. His swift death marked the end of old titles and the rise of modern organization. Whitey Bulger ruled Boston through fear and manipulation. Protected for years, he evaded justice while controlling his neighborhood. His capture exposed how crime can survive by corrupting the system meant to stop it. Frank Costello was the quiet power behind American organized crime. He ruled through influence, political connections, and calm authority rather than violence. His soft, controlled voice and statesman-like presence directly inspired Marlon Brando's portrayal of Don Vito Corleone. Vito Genovese embodied ambition and ruthless intelligence. His name, structure of power, and vision of a centralized crime family shaped the foundation of the Corleone legacy. He showed how loyalty and fear could coexist under one ruler. Joe Profaci represented the old world mafia code. He emphasized family, tradition, religion, and obedience. His patriarchal style helped define the moral framework behind Don Vito Corleone's worldview. Stefano Magaddino ruled Buffalo for decades and acted as a bridge between American and Sicilian mafia. Quiet, patient, and extremely influential, he preferred secrecy over publicity and survived by staying in the shadows rather than seeking fame. Joe Adonis was a symbol of old-world Italian mafia influence in America. Elegant but ruthless, he operated behind the scenes, controlling labor rackets and political connections until deportation ended his U.S. empire. Vincent Mangano enforced strict mafia traditions and discipline. He resisted Luciano's reforms and believed in absolute authority. His disappearance marked the end of the old-school mafia era in New York. Gaetano Badalamenti ran one of the largest heroin networks in history through the pizza connection. His power showed how Sicilian mafia adapted global drug trafficking into a corporate-scale operation. Carmine Galante was obsessed with narcotics profits. His greed and brutality made him feared but also isolated. His assassination proved that uncontrolled ambition has no place in organized crime. Frank Lucas broke mafia monopolies by sourcing heroin directly from Southeast Asia. Independent and daring, he proved that outsiders could challenge traditional Italian crime families. Michel Greco blended mafia violence with political manipulation. Known as the Pope, he turned crime into governance and controlled Sicily through fear, masked as diplomacy. Roy DeMeo was one of the most violent mobsters in U.S. history. His crew specialized in contract killings, proving how brutality became an industrial tool in modern mafia operations. Vito Rizzuto transformed the Montreal Mafia into an international power. His diplomacy-first strategy reduced violence while expanding influence across continents. Joseph Colombo attempted to legitimize the Mafia by creating the Italian-American Civil Rights League. His public exposure weakened the secrecy that organized crime depended on.
Thanks for watching. If there's a forgotten era or photo you want me to bring to life, drop it in the comments. I'm listening.